PSG opening their Ligue 1 title defense on Thursday and doing so without some of the biggest names in world football. No Neymar, no Mbappe, no Di Maria. There's 7 players total listed there as well, out due to COVID-19. So how did it go for PSG in the first match of their season? Not well. Not only do they lose 1-0, they lose 1-0 to Lens, a team that was just promoted into the French top flight. For more, we welcome into the show Frank Leboeuf. Welcome back, Julien Laurent. Jules, I'll start with you. What's been the reaction around PSG just to the outbreak, away from the football, and what's happening with these players?
Well, privately, there was, I think, quite a lot of frustration from the club, from Leandro as well, even if publicly tried to defend some of the players who got tested by saying that, yes, PSG players, 6 out of the 7 that were missing tonight, went out on holidays to Ibiza, which is a cluster for COVID. But Leonardo said, but other players from other clubs also went there and didn't get it. However, it's very likely that Di Maria, Neymar, Navas, Icardi, Paredes, and Marquinhos got the virus over there. They spent a lot of time together with their families. They partied together as well, and it's very likely that that's the case. And I think the club were happy to give them a few days off after the Champions League final before starting the league. This game tonight was postponed from late in August to tonight. But I think that frustration is justified because clearly the players should have been a bit more careful.
Frank, so many players missing for PSG. They're down, I believe, to their third choice goalie. We know the result was bad. What about the performance itself?
Well, the performance is in a way strange, where you have new players like Bulka in goal, Reis and Kalimwenga in as a striker, and they did well. I mean, they had 80% of the possession of the ball, but I think it's always the same problem with Paris Saint-Germain. You have no change of rhythm, and when you don't have Neymar or Mbappe, you feel that they only can play keeping the ball, not having any chances to score, maybe one with Reis, and that's it. So they kept the ball. They had the ball sometimes for like 3-4 minutes without doing anything. No change of pace, no trying to go vertical, and that's what it is with Paris Saint-Germain and what we see when we have seen for years. So that's the main problem, and I'm a little bit concerned because you have some big names. When I see Sarabia, Verratti, Ganagay, and Kimpembe, and some others, you can, expect a better performance from them. So you have to say bravo to Lens. Lens is a big place where football is something very special, but still, without 50,000 people in facing a team who's just been promoted, we could have expected much better in terms of results first.
Jules, we know you and your PSG ways. How worried are you?
I mean, it's worrying because those players have been missing. They will miss. Most of them will miss again on Sunday in the big game, the Classic against Marseille, at the Stade Vélodrome as well. So it's not ideal to start the season in that way. Then they play again 3 days later. You don't know who will be there, in what kind of fitness, because obviously all those players that we've mentioned have been quarantining for 2 weeks in their home, not being able to training on their own in a garden, pretty much. So you don't really know what kind of fitness state they will be in. So that's a worry. In terms of the game tonight and the performance, you're worried because they're not playing well. You're worried because there's no plan B, because Thomas Tuchel hasn't given that team an identity. He's relied far too much on Mbappe, Di Maria, and Neymar, when they've been playing. And I think that was the issue tonight. They should have done much better. They could have done much better, but yet there was nothing from the manager. Even his substitutions during the game I thought were dreadful. So, it's a bit worrying, to be honest.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN+.